Your face came off a little flat.
Well, as it's two-dimensionally represented on the screen, yes, that is true.
Hey, Felipe, how's it going?
It's going all right, John. How are you?
Doing well. Give me just a second to get this, finished getting this set up.
Are you getting ready to chrono that trigger?
I am getting ready. Today, I don't know if you got the last stream. Today we are busting out of prison.
Busting out of prison.
Yeah, have you ever played Chrono Trigger before, Felipe?
Once in the long dark time
long ago.
In the long ago of my childhood, which only seems to get further and further as the years.
Oh, every single day, baby.
To quote one of my favorite bands, I'm older than I've ever been, and now I'm even older, and now I'm older still.
Speaking of, hey Tom, how's it going? And hello, other viewers in the future when when people eventually search this once I reach some level of commensurate YouTube stardom.
Ah, there you are.
No matter where you are, there you are.
You seem to be guzzling that good drink.
Well, I mean, like, so the tricky thing is that there's not really a lot to do outside of, like, make a lot of noise. So you have to make sure that your HP and MP are up, because this, like, from this point out in the game, it is hard. It is not an easy game.
If I'm not mistaken, they are, waiting to kill you, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, but they did leave me with my sword, so...
Just lazy guards.
Yeah, not the smartest of fellows.
He just fucking whacked you with a goddamn sword.
Hey, he'll do that.
Motherfucker.
Like, this is the weird part, is that if you thread the needle between these guys, you can get by without fighting them. I very clearly did not. No. Not even a little bit. Back here to me. No. But at least I made the smart decision. Hang on, let me turn down the sound on this just a little bit. At least I made the smart decision of getting all of my... There we go. Getting all of my, like, gear and everything upgraded before I, There we are. You know, like, I have the best sword that you could get, which is, like, arguably the most important thing, you know. More important than the best armor, weirdly enough. Although, as a kid, this part scared the crap out of me. That's grisly. Like, that skeleton is a level of grisly that you don't get in these games at the time.
Subjecting yourself to the 8-bit horror show.
Right. I don't know, maybe it hasn't aged well, maybe it's not not as spooky, but there's still like a residual fear response in me. It's just like, oh no. Skeletons.
We fought a war with them on the tumblers long ago.
You guys see that the Josh fight went down, that it actually happened?
I thought it got relocated.
It did, but it still happened, like...
Oh, good on them. Is there a Josh Supreme now?
There is. He's a 5-year-old. He's Josh, King Josh 2021. I was like, that's wholesome.
Disappointing. I want him to be, like, some scarred and, like... I don't know.
I mean, it's a Josh, like...
I mean, well, okay, true. Initially, their name
How
alone
many,
means
how
milk.
many, how many tough Joshes have you met?
Oh, Jesus, one.
Just the one.
Just well, I think I've only known one, well, two Joshes. One was three. I know three Joshes, all of them white. I'm sensing a pattern.
Honk.
Josh Gaines was a folk life festival loving, well, Fredericksburg folk life festival loving poet in high school. I could take him in a fight easy.
Yeah,
And I say that
I was gonna say he sounds like a badass man. Like,
you see, and then there was God damn it, he had a really like butch last name.
hey, dude.
Like Josh Bullerson, something like that. Like it's kind of close to your name, but I remember Bull being some part about it. But this man could bench press Buicks, and like he didn't have that like protective himbo energy that you would expect of someone named Josh and possessing the might of Thor. No, he looked like he bench pressed Buicks and ate babies.
I mean,
Well,
now here's a question, and I'm gonna have to rely on your expertise. What kind of energy does the name like Jonathan carry?
in
Like,
my mind,
I mean, like you wouldn't call it, you know, like himbo energy. Like,
no. Like in my mind, Jonathan is like a middle-aged manager of some sort with nefarious motives of his own.
I always get that, or possibly like English professor who probably probably will be involved in a scandal at some point.
Yeah, it's all like, oh, the mythology teacher who has a relationship with his TA.
Right, like outside of Superman's dad, the only other Jonathan that was in comics was the Scarecrow. It was all Jonathan Crane all the time.
Yeah, John Crane. That's a special type of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Although I like how they revamped him, like in the animated series, they went out of their way to say that he studied the devilish whirling dances.
Now, did you just see that? What happened on the stream there? I just went to go check on this other prisoner, and homeboy is dead.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So this game is immediately making you go like, yeah, so mortality, right?
I mean, the skeleton in the last room was the first clue.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose like a young John, see again, dead dude. So yeah, I suppose like a young John would find that horrifying because you were like what, about 11 or so playing this?
Yeah, something like that. Let's see, it was 95. So I was 14.
I don't want to go into how old I was in 95.
Just keep in mind, I was also 14 in like relatively sheltered, you know, conservative Christian white boy suburbia life. So, I have this sword. Yeah, dude. And Trinkle, how you feeling? You alive, Mang?
You the mythical economist?
Yes. I mean, all economy is myth, so.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Everything is worth what you're willing to pay for it.
Yeah, it is, well, I mean, like, this is the weird thing is that, so, clearly this is a travesty of the legal system, right? Like, too much power has been placed in the hands of the Chancellor, who is very, very clearly the corrupt politician. There he is. Here I am. Cyclone. So yeah, like everyone there saw me get acquitted by a jury of my peers. I'm sorry you're feeling sick, man. That sucks. But everybody in the kingdom saw me get acquitted by a, by the jury. It's just that the execution sentence has been, like, all the paperwork has been rushed through. I like this guy's surprised face. Somebody help! Oh, I'm boned. Or am I? My hetero life mate nerd girl, Luca. Either I was gonna break out, or she was gonna break me out. We better not stick around too long. Let's go!
Oh, look at that face.
Hell yeah, I want to read the classified document. Dragon tank design specifications. Attention, Guardia of the Guardia Castle Prisons. The head of the tank is equipped with the capacity to repair damage done to the body, an ingenious marvel of engineering. The head has also been enhanced with a shield to prevent damage by lightning and fire, leaving it vulnerable only to attacks with weapons, such as swords and pistols. In short, your tank should be effectively invincible, provided no crazed lunatic gets the bright idea to run up and try to hack away at its head with a sword. I am that lunatic. So this is the kind of thing that, like, it makes no sense the first time that you go through, because you're like, well, it's a good thing that it's, I guess that it's immune to lightning and fire, because I can't cast magic or anything. But in New Game Plus, once you have those abilities and you're going back through, it's basically telling you, like, hey man, just stick to physical attacks. The prison warden needs to know about tank specifications because you need to know about tank specifications. Behold, the dragon tank. Forward, dragon tank! Crush those conspirators! So let's go, I guess.
I like that Luca has like a tortoise shell on her head.
Yeah, like it's the graphical limitations of the time. It's supposed to be like a like a bomber's cap, like a leather skull cap. But I like the idea of the tortoiseshell as well.
I tremble in fear for the dragon tank.
Uh-oh. See, I need Chrono for them big hits, but I need him to stay alive. Oh no. Wheel storing energy for the charge. Nope, let's go ahead and get that out there.
That was the touch.
I should have hit the wheels more. That charge will mess me up. But I've got to keep attacking the head. Oh! Stop it! Nice. Oh, I need some health very badly. I'm gonna burn through a lot of potions here.
I forgot like how much fun games like this could be. Yeah, I'm having like Final Fantasy flashbacks.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like Final Fantasy came out and was. Let's see if I can hit these with my. Yeah, I can hit them all with my cyclone. I should be burning through that every chance I get. It's like Final Fantasy was the big dog on the at the time. This was kind of seen as like, oh, it's just a little thing that, you know, that no one's really gonna, that no one's gonna be... Oh, well, Chrono's dead. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta break the rules of life and death. Just long enough for Luca to die, apparently. Good lord. No! Aw, dicks. Oh, head repairs damage. That's, Stop it! This game is shockingly hard the first time you play through it. Alright, so we're gonna die this time, probably. Yep.
You know, it's good to have goals.
Yeah, I mean, you know. You can't win them all. And either way, you're treated to excellent death music. So, alright, let's try this again. Fortunately, they did the usual RPG thing of, we'll give you a checkpoint right before this hard fight. Let me make sure that everybody's got their equipment. You shoot your ground sound padding. Yep, okay. This side's go. I'm gonna go on ahead and... I've got 4 shelters, so let me go use a shelter to get all my stats up again real fast. No, there we go. Am I not enough on the save point? There we are. It's a little bonus, but every little bit helps. All right.
Never say no to a little bonus.
Nah, you need just a little bit. All right. This time, Dragon Tank. Okay. Focus. Forward, Dragon Tank. Crush those conspirators like you did last time. Cyclone, hit them all. And I think it's just the head that is vulnerable, or that is invulnerable to fire. Which means that flamethrower will hit the rest.
Seems like a pretty big oversight.
It is. But, you know, the head repairs the damage. This was all in the... Sweetheart, you joined in just after we finished reading the classified document about said Dragon Tank.
Did you hear me greet you?
I did not.
Oh, I go, what's up, nerds?
Hey!
Wow. I feel seen.
Right?
So Tom's sick?
Tom is sick.
Yes.
Sucks.
Yeah, you were correct. You can hit them all with flamethrower and only the head takes 0 damage. Look at that.
That was really dumb.
He is thinking that he may have the sickness.
The
Yeah.
sickness?
Or it could just be strep.
I was about to say, or as many people in this time are discovering, it could just be allergies, because, you know, Texas is trying to kill the weak.
Yeah, I remember when COVID-19 first became a thing, I was like, we're about to go into oak falling season. I was like, how would I even know? Like, I was like...
Yeah, when
sore
cedar
throat,
season...
cough, asthma-like symptoms, I'm like... Unfortunately, I don't get fevers from my allergies. I know other people do, but I am lucky in that regard.
So I am allergic to cedar, and cedar season came up right after senior season ended right before COVID became a thing. So this year, when it rolled around and suddenly I wasn't able to taste shit, I freaked the fuck out.
I imagine there's a difference though, because I mean, I can't taste stuff because I've got dry mouth, and I can't taste things. Period.
Oh no, like I had like severe congestion, so I couldn't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the congestion, I had no sense of smell, and then I had no sense of taste.
Because
And-
like, I make it I made a point of making the distinction. It's like everything tastes like garbage, as opposed to I can't taste shit. Cause like, yeah, like things don't taste as they should with my allergies.
No, Amanda, on an unrelated thread, well, actually, kind of related thread, would you in fact set fire to the world to avenge your fallen husband? Saint Olga style?
Is it Saint Olga of
the world's
Kiev?
fault?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the given.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, it would have to be at this point.
All right.
I'm going to give the true psychologist answer of it depends.
Well, thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. I would probably seek vengeance in some way, and John, I feel, tempers me and moderates me in many ways, which is ironic considering I have become more extreme in other ways. But there are definitely things that I don't do that would be crazy. Because I have a husband at home who loves me, and I would hate for him to reap the consequences of my actions.
I like how you put that. Reap the consequences of my actions. That is ominous.
But, you know, since we are on the internet, I shall not go into detail.
I appreciate that.
To the FBI agent.
Yeah, to the FBI agents listening to this webcam and watching this stream, hello, officer. Second, we are engaging in hyperbole.
That is also true. John did used to say, like, if I ever
All right, there we go.
decided to take my own life and leave this world because this world had become too much for me, he would leave little offerings for me. You know, paraphrasing, of course, but, you know, people would wonder, why are there olives?
Like, just leave some olives in a little shrine by the road. My dragon tank! Fix it quickly!
I think the Chamberlain is about to be upset. Our Chancellor, excuse me, is about to be upset.
Don't fool yourselves into thinking you'll get away with this. Let's see, how long have we been on this stream now? Yeah, we've been live for like 29 minutes, so fuck the police.
Is
Give
the
me that
Chamberlain
thing.
the head of the Chrono Trigger police?
Yeah, he's currently the main force behind the misappropriation of Guardian justice.
I'm having trouble seeing the Chancellor because he's bouncing up and down and it's pixelated.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
that'll
like,
happen.
Nice. They made a bridge for you. How thoughtful.
You are too kind, sirs. Too kind indeed.
You have to remember that there's the slight delay between what I'm saying and what the stream's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that Luca has got her gat out while you are surrendering.
Oh yeah. Luca's ride or die, man. Like Luca doesn't fuck around. Luca will cap a pig for me. Like childhood friends, Luca's hardcore. She's the one in this entire thing. There are two characters who you could kind of characterize that will eventually join your roster. Two characters that you could call evil. One of them is Robo, who is only a good sweet boy because his programming says that he should be. The other one is Luca, who could turn that off and murder the world. Magus is just misunderstood. Silence, Nadia. Your duties come before your whims. Duties. You are a princess before all else. No, I'm not. I'm a person first and a princess second. All of these...
I've always felt you were the prettiest of princesses.
Oh, Felipe, you're so sweet. All of these little excursions of yours outside the castle seem to be having a bad influence on you. It's not influence, it's common sense. Common sense is what stupid people think regular intelligence is. Like, Nadia! I can't live in this stupid castle anymore. I'm leaving. Every classist part of me is like, I hate the rich. Even this one. Princess Nadia! Come on, Chrono.
Well, I mean, if you think about castles in a historical context, it makes more sense. It's not like we're easy to poop in.
No, but I mean,
So
but where
you
is?
just you just drop trowel wherever, and you just pooped in the halls. Or out in the moat.
Not the Hogwarts excuse. Wasn't that the change that J.K. Rowling made outside of all of the rampant transphobia? Like,
Not
what's the
familiar.
Yeah, no, one of her first tweets, because she got into the habit of just like randomly changing like Hogwarts history, just sort of based on like whim. Like somebody would point out a plot hole, and instead of giving a well-reasoned excuse, or being like, I never really thought of that while I was writing the children's book about, trolls in the bathroom, she would pretend like she always had an answer, right? So it was like, so what's the plumbing situation at a school where the staircases rearrange themselves? And her answer was, wizards just used to like poop on the floor and then just disapparate it. Like they just go wherever and then teleport it away. Magic.
That kind of makes sense, though. I mean, not that I'm really into fan fiction personally, as an adult, including by the author who wrote the original novels.
Fair.
But say, does it count as fan fiction if she's the one making it up?
I think
Yeah, I mean,
because
it's an
because it's her, it counts even less. Like,
Yeah, I think she's writing her own fan fiction.
I would trust
We're embracing the death of the author aspect of literary criticism.
the death of this author. I mean, like, look, if you continually prove that you are an abominably shitty person, then yeah. But I'm a big proponent of somebody on another one of the Discords I was on was like, I think that we should stop using the Hogwarts houses and go back to the old ways and just assign ourselves to a different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And I think that just the 4 classical humors would work.
I mean, those were like the basis for a lot of the personality tests.
Yeah, I would just be, I am very clearly melancholic. Amanda is choleric, like, boom, there we go.
Hey, John, I'm melancholic choleric. Thank you very much.
So you're
Or
filled
at
with
least
yellow
I was.
bile?
At least I was when I was a child.
Yeah. I'm just filled with the black bile of resentment.
That means you gotta poop.
Oh,
Also,
no,
yeah.
No, actually, I was phlegmatic melancholic.
Oh,
that's what I was.
phlegmatic melancholic. I mean, it all tracks. You're like what? Like,
Dad was choleric and Mom was sanguine.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Which,
Of course, she was sanguine melancholic.
Yeah,
So in
I'm
your
not.
face
I'm not.
and then mopey.
I'm not gonna discuss them on my streams. I'm gonna
That's good policy.
like I won't get any more gameplay done. It'll just be an endless. You're like, well, thanks for coming for 35 minutes of Chrono Trigger, everybody. Now I just go onto an open therapy session.
You are not my therapist.
No, y'all would be mine.
Fair.
I
Alright.
would like to point out that if we've come to the point where I am offering sound, reasonable advice or guidance to someone else,
I'm not coming to you for sound, reasonable advice, Felipe. I'm
gonna
coming.
say the system has failed.
Yeah.
and we are all in jeopardy.
I'm
Well,
coming.
to
I'm
be-
coming
to
to
be fair,
use
Felipe-
you as the rationale for the atrocities that I'm about to commit.
Oh, I can do that.
To be fair, Felipe, people have frequently tried to use you as their therapist, and you are frequently the sound and rational one among them. That's just an indication of
The quality of people I'm around.
yeah.
So what is this strange place that we're in, with this mysterious, curious crested engraved door?
It was really trippy.
Hey, real quick, y'all guys, can you guys see the entire screen, or is it cut off?
It seems to be the entire screen,
Okay, good deal.
Seems to
I
be
mean,
the entire screen to me.
except for the portion that you're occupying.
I'm in the future!
Oh, hence the chrono part.
Yes. Now we go through Tran Dome. Got any cash? This stuff real? Never seen money like this before. Oh well, I have some good stuff for you. Yeah, you do. I need a couple mid potions, my dude. Let's see, we got 3 Athenian waters. Let's buy 3 more. We are buying Luca a pocket blaster.
Not that type of blast.
You know, we don't judge. Okay, so Luca gets the pocket blaster because I'm gonna need her. I'm gonna need her stuff to be. She's gonna be one of my major damage dealers, so. Yeah, okay. We'll get a couple back for that spare silver sword, sell the pea shooter, sell the bronze armor. Go back and buy ourselves another 2 iron suits.
I think
2
I'm
iron
about
helm.
45 seconds to a minute behind your stream, John.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll just kind of need to remember to slow down things like narration or when asking y'all questions.
I mean, you can narrate.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of you just understand war behind.
Like it's disjointed and confusing, but then again, conversations with me tend to be. See if I can get enough to buy. Oh yeah, there we go. Now dressed in the finest of iron. Tom, you still with us? Let me wait.
He's still alive, Tom?
Yeah. Like, I'm really...
Basically my question.
Tom, I'm really worried, man. Like, I've been shut inside for so long that the idea of one of my friends getting sick is terrifying to me.
I mean, he's alive enough to get on the stream.
Yeah, but that may just be Jen parroting, Weekend at Bernieing his corpse around.
Oh.
I mean, if I was trapped inside for, nearly a year, I wouldn't contemplate doing that at all.
Right. I mean, Jen especially. That lady's
Isn't
twisted.
she like the Isn't she the one you described as the tiny sex gremlin?
Yeah.
Sex gremlin?
I mean,
Not my word. I didn't make it up.
I thought she was just like, I would classify her personality primarily as devious prankster. Everything else comes after that. The fact that she's tiny makes it even more nefarious.
yeah, it makes it funny.
Yeah,
Kingdom?
see, that's why I think a good run of my characters in D&D are probably going to be halflings from this point on.
That's fair.
You can also do gnomes, of course. Kingdom? Chancellor? Has the hunger driven you mad? Oh yeah,
What's
so
the difference between? Oh, sorry. Continue.
if you're looking for food, you won't find any here. This is an Enertron. You'll get a full night's sleep in a few seconds, but it won't do a thing for your hunger. Rest in the Enertron? And as Tom says, she is a goblin. Thank you. Let's say gremlin. I've never seen her eat after midnight.
Gremlins don't eat after midnight.
Generally not.
Mogwais, if you feed them
Mogwais.
after midnight, turn into gremlins.
Mm,
This
But-
guy gave me a clue. There should still be some food at Eris Dome to the northeast, if you can get through Site 16 alive. The specters that haunt that place can't be harmed by weapons like guns or blades. Well, let's give it a try.
So what's the difference between a halfling and a gnome in D&D?
Gnomes, halflings are just like short dwarves. They're or I suppose more like hobbits, if you will.
But
They used to
halflings
be.
are not. Like, I thought halflings are based off of hobbits.
Halflings are based off of hobbits. Gnomes are more attached to. That's always bugged me as a kid. That sucking noise. Ugh. Oh, let's go and flame that guy. Gnomes are a little more like capricious, semi-fey spirits. So gnomes have a higher intellect. Halflings have more dexterity.
Okay. So you would say halflings are like small dwarves.
Yes, halflings are like short. You can think of them like Twinkie dwarves.
Okay.
Like all of the shortness, none of the stout. Whereas your general gnome types tend to be more. I still got it. Whereas your gnomes are generally more adept at being spellcasters or your intellectual type critters.
Gotcha.
A hypno wave. Go. Go to sleep. Give everybody a little bit of extra health to keep it up. And let's flamethrower this guy. Good morning.
And then are gnomes smaller than halflings?
Yes. Just a little bit.
Okay. Well, then maybe, Felipe, in our next campaign, you can be a halfling and I can be a gnome. Or somebody can be a gnome.
I mean, you can play goblin characters now. We have the rules for them.
You want me to play a goblin?
I mean, I don't determine what my players play. Just stole a potion.
See how the dynamics of the group go. We gotta, like, actually play in our current campaign first.
True.
master the whole getting everybody available on the same night, you know, characteristic of D&D.
Well, you know, your schedule threw us a little bit of a curveball, and then, like, everybody is, of course, dealing with the continual terrors of existence during the pandemic.
And then some people are now gainfully employed with normal jobs.
No such thing. So my weapons don't do anything to these guys, but flamethrower and wind slash do, so haha. Chrono got a level. Ah, this was the single worst enemy. Is this terrifying mutant brain thing.
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah, when you see it in about a minute, you'll know what I mean. It's more horrifying when it's awake. There's a part of me that's kind of tempted to, like, poke it so that it wakes up.
You do.
Leap? So how's everybody else's weekend going so far? Felipe, how are you?
We might have lost him.
Oh,
Hopefully he'll be back. Check. Like, it says he's still on, he's just muted.
he's yelling at the dogs in German.
Probably. Maybe they demanded a walk. You know how my weekend's going.
Yeah, snoozy. Okay,
I slept, and then I did dishes.
so far, a victory all around.
Right? And then I play games
Even
and
better.
watch you stream.
Okay. Alright. You see this horrible thing?
I'm not there yet.
We'll let the stream catch up. And then, this disgusting tomato-shaped thing.
Yeah, I see it. It is really gross.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, let me bookmark my game real quick. No, never mind. I'll bookmark my progress and end the game, and I'm not going to do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and mess with it. Hey. Hey, wake up. You horrible thing. Look at that.
Ugly things need
gross.
love too.
Yeah, but not that one. It keeps trying to suck my life out.
Oh.
And hitting my princess with a savage headbutt. Ugh. Not cool, creepy tomato-headed mutant. Okay. Ow. At least I don't have to fight both of them. I think it's just faster if I just hack through it. But no, so what's our, until Felipe gets back, what's our topic of conversation today, baby?
Well, I don't know what I feel comfortable about talking about in front of, you know, the masses.
The internets.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm playing World of Warcraft and continuing my rep grinds.
Who are you grinding rep for?
Mechagon and Nazjatar. I'm currently in Mechagon trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go.
Dang. You there? Where have you come from? We just came from the other side of the ruins to the west. What did you say? Hey, we've got people who cross the ruins! This is what happens when you allow communities to fall apart. When the entire world is destroyed by cataclysm and capitalism. But there are people strong enough to fight those mutants.
And this is all supposed to take place in the future?
This is in the future. My husband
How
left
far
for the
in the
food.
future?
I want to say like 3,000 years ish, maybe 50. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out in a little bit. My husband left for the food storage facility down below. We haven't seen him since. Yeah, your husband's dead. Proto-dome and an old abandoned factory site lie to the east. We can't get near them though. The places are filled with robots, running berserk. You can reach the continent to the south through the sewers, but I wouldn't advise it. That's where Death Peak sits, the source of all this devastation. Besides, even someone as strong as you would never stand a chance against the mutants that live down in those sewers. The chuds. There's an old man living in a dome he built near Death Peak. He said he wanted to monitor it. Talk about crackpots. The door with the crest? Push it, pull it, bash it. Thing won't budge.
Bop it.
Bop it. You have money? You ever stuff his money? Here's what I have. Skid. Okay. Cool. We don't need anything else there. We're just gonna sell the silver sword for a couple. Ching.
How many silver swords do you have?
I picked up another one. Because I'm awesome like that.
Well, I imagine, you know, one doesn't just leave silver swords lying around.
Actually, I found it in a treasure chest, guarded by mutants, so... As far as we can tell, there's only a couple of people... Welcome back, by the way, Felipe.
Thank you.
There's only a couple of people who have made it across the ruins, and it's us and the dude who was the vendor at the other dome. We have our one guy who went down into the down to the food storage, where we're gonna go first, I think. Plan to go to below? Of course. We've made many attempts ourselves, but they've always met with failure. Well, there's no way of knowing what'll happen unless we try, right? Yeah, I mean, nice to see such spirited young people for a change. The idealism of youth. It sure is refreshing in this, the place where we live. Careful then. Come back alive. Go on down, young folks. I mean, what the hell do I know? I'm 80 years old and have lived here my entire life. The console controls the door lock. We need a password to get through. Yep, so... now we go looking for the password. Like, can you imagine, like I'm sure that Doan has been like, oh yeah, you know, no, I'm just saying.
I've been here 80 years.
Right,
I haven't been able
like,
to figure out this password.
Well, like, every time we've gone down, we've failed. We live here, but thanks for, you know, I guess gentrifying the dome. Yeah, you try something new. It's an idea that we haven't had yet. It'll surely work. This mouse appears to be a decorative statue. A note is attached to it. Warning, anyone approaching the food stocks is subject to attack. Still gonna do it.
But was it necessary to say bitch when you did?
And there's the subject to attack. Initiating command sequence. Chrono, what's that? It's a robot. Marley, let's smash this thing. Chrono's like, yeah. Oh wait, the robot. Come on. Let's flamethrower that. No fire on that thing.
I found a jetpack.
Oh, in a
Where'd you
while?
find the jetpack?
Mm-hmm. I, found it off some goblins.
Count how many times in my life I've said that.
So, do we know what caused the mutations?
In the people?
Yet. Yeah.
Yes, we do actually. Well, I mean, I do. It has not yet been revealed
It
in
has
the
not
game.
been revealed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give everybody some oral whirl. And let's go on ahead and throw Luke up here.
Because Luke is a good girl and deserves good things.
Now, why did they travel to the future? Are they just
So-
being tourists, or what? Are they
No,
doing?
we were running from the police of Guardia Castle,
Oh,
and just jumped into the nearest hole in time space that we could find in order to get away. You know,
As
you do.
one does.
as one does. Oh no. By the way, it's a little hard to overstate that at the time that this game came out, that little triangle thing that you see in the counterattack was the height of graphical ability. Like, it was amazing.
nice.
Alright, we're gonna down some mid potions here.
That was the amazing.
It was the coolest thing. I just did that pot for 69. Nice. See, one of the ways that they amped up, like, and I mean amped up pretty hard, the difficulty of this compared to other RPGs, was first off, they made it like, so this uses a thing called the active battle system, which is dependent on a character's speed. Different people will be ready to go at different times. I should have just used a single aura on her. I'm getting all flustered. But like once your turn is up, if you don't use it, then the enemies will just use theirs. So like if you're not paying attention and on the ball, they'll just continue acting. Like you just lose your turn in the initiative order.
I was noticing that.
Yeah.
It's not like the turn-based like Final Fantasy is.
No, like if that guy starts counting down, I've got that much time to hit him as many times as I can. And when it's done, like that's it. He's about to revive those pods. I'm gonna have to kill them again. Pods revived. But at least this time I didn't smack it twice and get the counterattack. So progress is being made.
I like their little transformation healing scenes.
Oh, when they morph back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's like Sailor Moon transformation scenes.
Now this will actually, what this is doing, strangely enough, it is actually teaching us the tactics that we will need to defeat later bosses.
Legend of Zelda style.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, except this time it's not like, hey, shoot it in the eye, the big glowing eye, hit the thing in the eye. It's like, hey, if there's a couple of like little flunkies, may want to kill them first, or it might counterattack you every time you try and hit it. Yuck. Something reeks.
In the game?
In the game.
Okay. That's good. I always am concerned, you know.
No, you'll
cats.
Yeah, no, fair. You'll catch it in 45 seconds. Everything's completely rotten. The refrigeration must have failed. Chrono, look! It's a dead guy. Not breathing. Must have died down here. Something in his hand. What do you suppose this is? Something that we'll have to give to his young daughter and be like, well, here's what your dad left you. Some kind of
hand?
seed. No, it's a seed in his hand.
You just take the whole hand.
All right, just
be like, we found your dad.
found your dad. Brought you this. Figured that.
Gotta make sure you get it.
Yeah, I figured that you've got plenty of trauma already, so like, fuck it, let's go.
This shouldn't be too bad.
Brought your dad's hand. Oh, thanks. Well, we found out that, well and truly, humanity, pretty screwed.
Don't we always find that out?
Yeah. No food for these people. Let's see. Couldn't have been it, right? Did I miss something? The knowledge of the game finally faded into obscurity that I forgot what the... Because I know that at one point, and I'm not sure if it's now or if that happens in a little bit, I'm gonna have to chase that rat. And boy, howdy, do I not look forward to that. But I may have to take a trip back to the other dome first. Oh, there we go. A note is written on a soiled scrap of paper. That rat is more than just a statue. It knows the secret of this dome. Catch it. Thanks, dead guy. Yep, have fun trying to catch the rat. Here we go. Run after it and press A to catch it. Gonna get that rat! I'm gonna get you. I give up. I tell you everything, squeak. Press A, Y, then B to activate the switch. Once you hear the sound, squeak. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Alright. So here we go. Bam! Door unlocked. I think in the original... I think in the original localization of this game, it had you enter in XABY, but they tried to... do like... Yeah, the code is a name, it's... Zaby. So I'm glad this time they're just like, yeah, put in these buttons and don't worry about spelling anything. Oh, the damn bugs. Gonna have to fight all this stuff on the way back anyway. Now these robots will mess you up. So why are you grinding, here's a question for you, Amanda. Why are you grinding Mechagon Rep?
Because I need it for flying.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
Or I mean, it's the Rust Bolt. It's the Rust Bolt, what's it? Rebellion rep.
Yeah.
And then the
that's fair.
Unshackled rep. Yeah.
Well, plus,
And, like,
plus
I'm
you're,
so-
like, you're a
I'm
completionist, so
close.
you like getting all
s-
the other stuff before moving on to current content.
I basically am, like, and my main is my sugar daddy for all my other alts.
I feel that.
So I'm like this close to having that done. And then once that's done, I'm done. I just didn't realize it would quite take this long because I did the Pathfinder 1 achievement and I thought that was going to be it like it was with the previous expansions.
And you're like, nope, Pathfinder 2.
Yep.
This is a
And I
fun
mean-
fight. Because as long as I don't move, this robot will kill those rats.
Do you have to stay perfectly still?
Yeah, you just have to not move. It's like a T-Rex. It moves based on motion.
Okay.
Ta-da. Yeah, Tom's right. My instincts kicked in, and I was avoiding XP, and I need to not do that on my first playthrough.
You were avoiding what?
So
By
a lot
letting
of
the robot kill the rats, he was not getting XP for it.
no, just by avoiding the fights. Like a lot of these fights, you can just circumnavigate if you know like where they're going to show up. And I remember, for the most part, where everything, like how to avoid this stuff. But ironically, the reason why you learn those different paths is so that you can run through the parts faster when you're playing through like your second, third, fourth, eighth time. Right? So what I should be doing is just picking every fight that I can and getting XP and getting, you know, loot, stuff to sell, actually grinding through the RPG portion of the game. So thank you, Tom, for bringing me back down to reality. Because eventually, through the beauty of New Game Plus, eventually it is, especially when you're not getting any XP. When you're not getting any XP, it is a bigger waste of time for you to get into those fights than it is for you to just, like, dodge everything and keep moving. This must be the supercomputer. Good, it's still operational. If we run a search on temporal distortions, we might just find our gate. Good things that computers don't change. Got it. Now I'm gonna wait here for a little while so that the stream catches up and Amanda can see. Check out Luca's wide computing stance here. Like, this is full on, like, gunfight at the OK Corral hacking. I love Luca. East of here.
Does she live on the 7th floor?
Yes, she does. Now, actually, she lives on the 2nd floor of a darling little townhouse that her father built for her paraplegic mother. There, Protodome. Leave it to Luca. Who'd have thought this machine could tell us something like that?
Nice.
Hey, what does this button do? Fucks everything up, Marley. That's what it does. 1999 AD. Visual record of the Day of Lavos. So you asked earlier what caused all the devastation and destruction, Amanda? You're about to see. That literally something erupted from the earth and rained hellfire on this technological land. What was that? Lavos. Is that what destroyed the world? That and capitalism. Then this really is our future. No, it can't be. I won't believe it. This can't be the way the world ends. I mean, a whole bunch of people starving and depressed? Yeah, sounds about right. Chrono. Hey, that's right, we can change it. Change history, just like Chrono did when he saved me. We have to. Right, Luca? Right, Chrono? Let's start screwing with temporal causality, y'all. Why we're here. It's the name of the game. Fortunately, we've got gates that will let us move through time. What do you say, Chrono? Yeah, this future sucks. Let's change it by the most complicated way possible.
Oh, on a random note, John, I realized something about my vampire.
Oh, yeah. About Polly?
Polly is developing a Malkavian-style fixation on Shifra.
Good.
Because Polly feels Shifra is the only one that could possibly understand what she is going through, because Polly recognizes that she's slowly going mad. But she's embracing it. Like, no, I know I'm going to lose my marbles.
Yeah. We did the session 0 for another Vampire 5th campaign that I'm running, and we've got 2 Malkavians on that crew as well, and it's gonna be super fun.
That does sound fun, actually. During the battle, I was thinking about it, it sucks because I would really, Stevie thinks that she knows what Polly's about, but Stevie and Polly don't really know each other at all. You're the club owner, I'm the talent. That's all I got.
Yeah, but it is always within y'all's impetus to change that. Y'all should get to know each other.
Yeah, I do recognize that, and what I've realized is that Polly now is beginning to understand how, Shifra is also in the midst of a transformation. And she's probably going to be the one that can understand, no, I'm scared of what I'm becoming, but I'm still becoming it. The way I see Polly eventually ending up is, the Mad Malkavian Oracle, because I finally have enough, I've had it for a while, but I finally have enough to get the Auspex 2 for premonitions.
Hashtag vampire life goals.
Yeah, and then my next goal will be the increasing cobweb and dementation discipline.
That is going to be fun.
As
far as I was thinking about this earlier because I was watching Dimension 20's Unsleeping City Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And man, like, anytime somebody says, well, D&D is not good for telling, you know, like, real stories with real emotion, right? I'm going to point them towards the Unsleeping City as proof that that is false. That being said, it's like, as far as systems go, Vampire lends itself to that kind of dramatic, introspective storytelling much, much more.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah, it's mostly the presence of magic that does it versus the comparative, you know, like kind of gritty realism of Vampire.
Right. And you know, it was one of those things. Is like I realized it after the last games that when I left the helmet for Shifra, I'm like, oh, you know, I need to explore that because Polly is a creature of fixations, and she's gonna fixate on Shifra whether Shifra wants it or not.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Like, that's the best thing that you can tell a Vampire the Masquerade storyteller is like, hey, after the session, I was thinking about stuff my character did. It's like, yes.
Yeah, like I'm just.
Hey,
'Cause
Nathan's
Polly
here.
is-
We're triggering some Chronos.
Yeah, because my vampire is ham-fisted at the best of times because she just doesn't have time for that shit. I don't
Did
care.
you say ham-fisted because Nathan's here?
No, but he is strange pork products from Among Us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
That
Nathan,
is-
we're in the
that's
future
funny.
talking to depressed and starving people. So life imitates art.
They deserve our scorn, right?
No, I mean, we are they. Like, Marley's just like, this is our future, and this guy's like, yeah, who cares? Where's the food? Yeah, this was the only thing left. We got you a seed. You don't know how long that Enertron will hold out. That seed might be your only hope. Not too late for environmentalism. Or is it? Anyway, just stay alive. Don't give up. We won't either. We're gonna go back in time and erase your entire existence. And every single person in this complex is like, yeah, that's fine.
Please do.
Yeah, please.
Could you be quick about it?
Hurry up. You're a strange bunch. You're different from us, somehow. You mean because we haven't lost hope? Hope. There's a word I haven't heard in some time. It does have a comforting ring to it, though. I don't know what kind of seed this is, but I'll do my best to grow it. What's that? It's maybe just the thing we needed. You're off to Protodome, then. You'll need to pass through Site 32. Take it as with you. Obtained jet bike key. It's the key to a jet bike parked at the Site 32 ruins. I used to ride it when I was young. Hopefully it still works. They've got even more powerful robots in that dome, and they've overrun the place. Take care, and don't give up hope.
Turns out Marley is only 30 years old.
Right. Why is Daddy taking so long? Oh, he's dead. Kid?
Oh yeah,
Kid.
he
He is dead. No. Dead. Alright.
All right.
So,
Well,
I
I'm
need
going
to-
to step away for a moment to walk my dogs and contemplate how I'm going to torment my poor vampire coterie mate.
Excellent.
Not torment.
You're gonna torment.
I'm going to fixate.
Yeah, there's gonna be some torment.
Fixate. Fixate's the word we'll use.
Yeah, but we know what it really is.
It's always a good idea to become the apple of a Malkavian's eye.
Right?
Nothing bad ever happens because of that.
Like, if Malkavian gets obsessed with you, it's all good, right?
It's all sunshine and rainbows in the dark.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Alright, thanks for
Talk
hanging
to
out,
you
Felipe.
later.
And thank you. You filled me with hope. See, like, especially at a young age, this was so bleak. And that just didn't happen in most games that we played, right? Like, yeah, there was conflict, but it was never like, hey, you know, like, it was always, you get down to the ruins and you find the food that was hidden there, and you bring it up, and they go, hey, thanks, you brought us food, you saved our lives, woo! This time you get down there and you're like, well, we found the food, and y'all are all gonna have to keep starving. Stay alive, we suppose, like, do whatever you can. And that's the best that we get. And this now is, so here we go with the jet bike. Sweetheart, you're about to meet the single best character in the game. Oh no, attack robots! Weapons out! Now hold it right there. Ooh, bro! Thanks for the intro, boys! Bro! You lowlifes can call me Johnny. I'm the leader of this pack. Now listen up. The ruined highway up ahead's the only road you got. You want to reach the other side? You're gonna have to ride. In a race against me, that is. I'll let you use that jet bike, because that's the kind of guy I am. Don't sweat it. And don't you dare chicken out, babe. Do you shiny axles know how to ride? I'd say no, because I don't with this control scheme. Alright, listen up and let Johnny tell you how it's done. This guy is half mutant, half car, all badass.
My goodness.
Gas is on auto, so there's only one speed, fast. To steer, just press the up and down directional buttons. Tap the B button for a turbo boost. I'll give you 3 of them. The B icons show how many you got left. Heads up though, after you use one, you can't use another until the gauge above the icons refills. You can check your position from the finish line on the screen. Show me what you got, babe. Winning does that to Johnny's hair. Bro, he's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. Yeah, I think for the Japanese, Johnny is like the cool American name. Alright. And now, the jet bike race. We want to get in front of this guy. About midway through, we want to make sure that we get in front and stay in front of him. Ow. Oh, lost.
Oh no.
It's okay. I get to try again. Bro, he's so fast. You came in dead last. Hey, give it up. Go home. What a joke. That's the best you can do. You can walk your way across the ruins. Better watch those monsters, though. Ride again if you think you can handle it, chump. Oh, I'm gonna get you. See, on the old Super Nintendo controls, like, we got used to just the right amount of how much you have to tap the... There we go. Just how much you have to tap the up button to stay in front of him and then just, like, keep him pinned. This, too, was, like, the graphical hotness. You had rotating pixels. It was incredible.
Just revolutionary.
It blew everyone's mind.
It's fair.
You beat me? I don't get it. Well, you can come challenge me again anytime. We'll ride the wind, babe. I don't like it when you call me babe. Maybe I like it a little. Derelict factory. Derelict my own boss, thank you. And Protodome.
Did this come out before or after Mad Max?
After. Came out in 1995.
Okay. Like, the first Mad Max came out, like, in the 80s, right?
Yeah, I think late 80s, maybe early 90s. I don't know.
I remember watching the first Mad Max and being really confused. Like, when the movie was gonna start.
Like when it was gonna get cool.
Right.
Yeah, the olden movies had a different idea of what constituted pacing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that should kill those 3. And low for Chrono. And we have unlocked the Enertron. And now, our 4th party member. What's this thing? It's in bad shape, but it looks like a humanoid robot. Incredible. I think I can fix it. What? Fix it? What if it attacks us like the other ones? I'll make sure it won't. Robots don't attack of their own free will, you know. They only do it because humans make them that way. Luca, you really feel for them, don't you?
How do you even know that? This is the future.
It is the future, but we're dealing with a classic sci-fi trope here now of the whole robots and free will. Luca is a technological genius, so she's going to crack through the whole artificial intelligence thing. Because she too, in a way, has always felt like she has been an automaton in her society.
Ah.
Marley tries the door, it won't budge. Lucas says, all right, that should do it. I'm gonna give it some juice. And then the funkiest soundtrack ever. Good morning! Good morning, mistress. What is your command? I'm not your mistress. I'm Marley. This is Chrono. And that's Luca, the one who fixed you. Understood. Madam Luca restored my circuits. Just Luca will do. That manner of address could potentially cause offense. I am incapable of offensive speech. Gonna move the microphone a little closer for Robo. Well, some of us don't like it when people are so formal all the time. Isn't that right, Marley? Hee. Understood, Luca. Alright, so what's your name? Name? Perhaps you are referring to my serial number. My serial number is R-66Y. R-66Y? Cool. Cool. What are you talking about, nerd? That won't do at all. Come on, Chrono, let's give him a better name. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Robo. We're just gonna... Yeah. Robo's fine. Yes, Robo, that's perfect. Your new name is Robo, okay? My name is Robo. Data storage complete. Hey, Robo, there's something I was hoping you could... What happened here? This dome contained many humans and others like me. Oh dear. It was kind of hard to say, but I think something awful happened while you were out. I don't think anyone else is left. I see.
They went upstate to the farm.
Precisely. They're very happy and there's lots of fields where they can run around. What about yourselves? We came through a gate, a time warp from the year 1000. We learned there was a gate here when we went to Aristome. And then we found you when we came looking for the gate. But the door to the inner chamber is sealed shut, so it looks like we're out of luck. The dome's power has been shut off completely. The factory to the north contains an emergency power generator for this dome. I can bypass security to activate it. Shall we go there?
Is factory your word for farm?
Kind of, yeah. You do that for us? You repaired me. Now it is my turn to be of assistance. However, the generator will produce power for only a short time. Someone must remain here to open the door as soon as power is restored to the dome. Marley or I can stay. Who will stay behind? We're gonna leave Luca behind. I treasure her, but I need Marley. I need her heals. Besides, fire doesn't really do much to anything here, so... No, sorry. Alright. Let me check Robo's equipment here. Tin arm, iron helm, titanium vest, and a guardian bangle. With a power glove, it's so rad. Alright. And off we go to the derelict factory.
Makes me think of Fragile.
Fragile. Override security system 00. Uh-oh. It's a slime. A fire slime. I'm gonna wee and slash it. And we learned the Aura Beam dual tech. Means that we can heal a lot of people and still maintain ya boy Chrono's ability to attack things. Okay. Man, it has been so long since I've done this stage. Let's see what we remember. Alright. Yep. Wait for these guys to go past, and then back up on the conveyor belt. Just that. Get ourselves an ether. Yeah. One good cyclone should get all of those. That reminds me. Hey Nate, have you gotten your the vaccine yet? If so, if the answer to that is yes, we're gonna start planning this Korean barbecue brouhaha.
Because it will be a brouhaha.
Man, with how long it's been and how long we have waited, how patient we have been, you're damn right. Alright. Ooh. Man, those things hit hard. And I forgot exactly how little health I have. Alright, first shot down. So you and Amanda are first shot buddies. After that second shot, 2 weeks later, we're gonna become... Okay, sweet. Second on the 11th. Sweetheart, when's yours scheduled?
The 12th.
12th. So 2 weeks after the 12th, we're gonna get some cold noodles, we're gonna get some pork belly. It's gonna be righteous. I really, really look forward to it. And make everyone go, he's more bulgogi than man! Besides, I think
You're not allowed to go into a food coma after that, John.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to stop me.
That's not good for the tummy.
This is true.
You have to stay upright afterwards.
Even
if it's in the chair.
I can swing that. Maybe. Alright.
Like, if you want to sleep in the chair, that's okay. But you have to stay upright.
I mean, we can make sure that the second hits you hard if you need to call in.
Wait, what?
Nathan said that he hopes the second shot hits him just as hard, so he can call into work. And I'm like, oh. Hey, my dude, do it. Go on ahead and call into work. Be like, oh, I'm so communicable adjacent right now.
I am experiencing COVID symptoms.
Yeah, you don't want me in here. Ah. I think, you know, like we were talking with my dad earlier, and you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, as far as the pandemic. And man, I really hope that is in fact the case. I try not to. Oh no! I got picked up by a crane. I hope that like we're not set back again by just a bunch of like foolish science denying, you know. I don't want some guy that's like, no, you know, no government entity's gonna tell me how much vaccine I need in my body. Like, don't. You're just ruining it for the rest of us. I'm just a guy that wants to go get, you know...
Get wrecked on Korean barbecue.
I just want to go get wrecked on all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue for the first time in a year and a half. And even then, only the once. Like, I'm not going to make a habit of going out and eating it, you know, at restaurants. It's still not safe. There's too many mutations. It's a terrifying thing. I just need this one, like, psychologically.
Also, it's not really good for your gastric health to be shoving that much pork product in.
Yeah, which is why it's a, like, special occasion, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it says a senior engineer got headhunted last week, so they're 2 techs in over their head. Yeah, we gotta get that, gotta get that delicious 5G. Wait for our instruction from Big Daddy Gates. Maybe they'll implement those patch notes that will allow us to talk to all the bird drones. Oh, I saw a thing that resonated pretty well with me, and it's the fact that, like, all of these pundits, right? All of these guys that are like, don't get the vaccine, you know, don't trust the vaccine. All of those dudes are completely vaccinated. You know, they know what's up. They just want you to die. Because you're a pawn to them, you're expendable. They got the vaccine as soon as they could, guaranteed. They just don't want you to do it because, you're a stupid rube. Just makes you sad.
Yeah.
Nathan, make me solar powered. See, that wouldn't work for me because I'm still not going to go outside. Like, if you make me solar powered, it's a waste of a whole ass, you know, technological marvel. Like, I don't understand it. We made him solar powered, but he still just stays inside all the time. Yep.
Well, if I could share one with you.
What? A story about being solar powered?
No, like, if I can get solar powered and then give you the battery.
Yeah.
And then switch out my battery. And then I'm solar powered.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I'm gonna go spend a whole bunch of time gardening and digging in the dirt and planting stuff. You know, like, you'd be great at it. If I were solar powered, absolute garbage. Just be like, no thank you. I would rather stay inside, but you'll slowly die. Yeah, I know. But I'll enjoy it a lot more.
I do need you to take the leaf blower to the backyard.
Well, I would have done it over the last couple of days, but it's been like a disgusting rainy mess. Mm-hmm. Right? So, like, we need the sun to come out. Otherwise, I'm just going to be blowing a pollen and mud slurry all over the lawn.
No, apparently it's best to do it while that stuff's kind of damp, so it's not too dusty.
Says who?
The instructions. It says if you're concerned about dust, like, spray the hose on it or something.
Huh? Okay.
So, like, maybe tomorrow. Like, the detritus should still be damp.
Ugh.
But not soaked.
Well, I will get rid of your allergens then.
There's no getting rid of them.
Right, I know, but it's... I will make a tacit effort to get rid of your allergens.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, who knows how successful we'll be. I'm gonna pause it real quick for a moment so that I can use the facilities and refresh my beverage, but I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. So thank you guys for joining me. And thank you, Amanda, for joining me on the call. Thank you to Felipe, if he's by chance keeping us running in the background. We'll be back in just a little bit, so back in a flash. All right, and we are back. Pop back over this with our cursor, and let me see here. While I've got it paused, I may as well throw a couple of potions. Marley can use a little boost. And let's go on ahead and throw an E. Alright. Save early, save often.
Does this game have specific save points, or?
Yeah, there's these little, like, green glittery things, little sparkle doodles. And the sparkle doodles are your save points.
Ah.
Ah, okay. I guess we have to kill those.
Earlier when I said Marley was like 30 years old, I thought Marley was the old man.
Doan is the old man.
Ah.
Rose, I forgot.
Shows you how well I'm following along.
No, Marley is the pseudonym of the now self-exiled Princess Nadia of the Kingdom of Guardia.
Gotcha.
I'll have to remember to upload the first stream that I did so that you can kind of catch up on that bit of the story. But long story short, I ran into her at the Millennial Fair, and there was an accidental rip in time and space that sent her back into the past. We accidentally erased her for a brief moment before teaming up with a humanoid frog to save her ancestor, the lovely Queen Lean, thus repairing the timeline and bringing her back.
And since then, she has wanted to join your team.
I mean, I think it's fairly obvious that she wants this spiky redheaded D.
Apparently.
I mean, I'm not saying that's her only motivation, but we'd be lying if we didn't say that it was a big one. If you know what I mean. Yeah, you get it. Because you know that, like, if Luca and Chrono were going to get together, it would have happened a long while back, like...
Unless they already are together, and they've decided to keep that private from...
Nah, I think that this is one of those, their relationship strikes me much more as, like, straight up ride or die. You know?
I do appreciate it when it's, like, when there is a good just friends.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times there's just too much, like, love triangle stuff.
Mm-hmm. Who, Chrono and Marley? Nathan's saying in the after credits in the new animated one, they get married. We talking Chrono and Marley, or the terrifying idea of Chrono and Luca? I could have timed that a lot better. Oh, awful.
What?
That attack did nothing, like, in terms of damage, and they counterattacked it by, like, blowing up, so... I clicked the wrong one. I was trying to do the Healy beam that heals everybody, and instead did the There we go. Aura beam to everyone, please. Wind slash on those two. Perfect. Now we just need him to do this before everything moves. Okay, yeah, good. Chrono and Marley. See, another, you know, like, it sounds stupid to be like, it's revolutionary. But it was pretty revolutionary. Was the fact that, like, you had to time your attacks based on the position of the enemies. So, like, as the enemies kind of dart around, if you time it right, you can do an attack that hits everybody in a line, and damages everyone.
So it rewards you for not just button mashing.
Right, like, you can, at later levels, you can just, like, spam attack. You can just be like, yeah, sure, fine. But if you're going to use any kind of your techniques, some things damage enemies in a line, sometimes in a circle. You have to worry about things like positioning, which other RPGs weren't doing. Like in other RPGs, you would have 4 people on one side and then 4 creatures on the other side, and it was just like, yeah, okay, attack that one, sure. This game was bold. It took risks. Ah, there it is. Zabi door lock system operational. Please enter passcode. What? Oh, okay. Hang on.
There's some of these quests I'm doing, you know, in order to try to get my flying mount that I'm pretty sure I can only get to with the flying mount.
Hmm. Okay, let's see if this tells me what the Zabi code is. Haha! Fine, kill it. I gotta preserve those magic points. Okay. Where do I find the information about the Zabi code again? This way? Oh, that's just robots. So the that Zabi is the thing that I was telling you about, where you had to like put in XABY. But I don't know if that's taking into consideration like the fact that I'm not using a Super Nintendo controller. Like all the buttons may be off.
Now that we have capability to play Super Nintendo games on other devices, I guess I should get rid of my Super Nintendo that's sitting in a box.
No, hang on to it. Oh, okay. Wait. There we go.
The major deal is like one of the wires is kind of iffy.
Nathan still has his, and as far as I know, it's in like fantastic condition. Nathan still has the actual cartridge of this that we played the living hell out of until we maxed out all of the stats through like endless repetition.
I think he bought a new one. like a new Super Nintendo?
I think you got the new Super Nintendo Mini. Oh, Robo, taking one for the team. Hurry, before it is too late. Pong, pong, pong. And then the coolest character animation, venting all the stress. Yeah, I think now it's LA. I'll have to look it up because I'm not going to let that slip past me. Emergency alert status. Elevators disabled. Yeah, always got to take the stairs in emergency. And look, more robos. Wait, these are my friends. R64Y, R67Y, R69, nice, Y, it is good to see you again. Pong! What are you doing? You are defective. You are not one of us. Pardon? I am malfunctioning? Affirmative. A defect. I am a defect. Have you forgotten our assigned task? All intruders must be eliminated. That was the reason for my creation? You disgrace our series. You must be destroyed. Robo, Chrono, they're tearing him apart! Please, stop. Please. Like, crude graphics aside, you know, or comparatively crude, back in the day, like, this was heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
And the music is just chef kiss. It's so perfect. Like, to literally have a party member, like, taken and thrown into the garbage. Devastating in RPGs. Now we shall eliminate the intruders. Oh, you cocky boxes of bolts, you're not getting away with this. Alright, 6 on 2, we're good.
Cocky boxes of bolts.
He knows what she's about. These dudes are lopping off 30 a hit, and there's, like, we are going to lose the action economy fight. So it is of vital importance that we keep everyone healed up. Which is why we brought Marley. So she can alternate heals, and Chrono can be our main damage output. Alright, 3 down, 3 to go. Here's a question for you, Nate. MVP team. What is your top team for Chrono Trigger? Because I know mine. And Tom, if you're not face first in a plate of food, what's yours? You cold, tin-plated bastards. Oh no. Out of MP. Chrono, Frog, and Magus. That's a good one. Oh, man. Mine is Chrono, Marley, and Ayla. Who, I'm excited about you meeting Ayla, Amanda.
I look forward to it.
She was, not going to lie, my first waifu. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, especially when you meet the man.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll make sure that you're there to watch the stream when we get there, because Kino sucks.
Oh man.
You are trying to change the world.
You know, even if I'm not there to watch the initial stream, I will watch it after the fact.
It's true. I'll upload it for you. I don't know how far we'll get, but that's the plan. Anyway, Robo, what do you want to do after I finish repairing you? What do I want to do? Yeah, I mean, you were stuck here all this time. There must be a lot of things you want to do, right? Yeah, late game frog heal, super baller. And the frog stomp. The single trippiest mind-blowing attack in RPG history. No one has ever asked me that before, Luca. Good morning. Robo, thank goodness you're alright. Luca, you're incredible. Well, let's hope I never have to do that again. Luca, I have arrived at an answer to your question. I want to go with you. Really? You mean it? There is nothing left for me here. I want to help you. Together, we might be able to give the life on this planet a chance. Well, let's go. The gate's right through there. Here we go! Now the problem is, we've never done this with 4 people before. Whoops. Overloaded time and space, our bad. And then we wind up in the single coolest location in the game. Maybe the Flying City of Zeal is cooler, but this place, oh, so good. Where are we? Talk to nowhere. Lamppost. Sleeping man. Hey. Ah, more drifters. Drifters? Where are we? It's not a question of where, my friends, so much as when. This is the end of time. Travelers lost in time's flow turn up here, much like driftwood on a beach. Might I ask, when you are from? We're from 1000 AD? I come from the year 2300 AD. When 4 or more entities of varying origins enter a temporal rift together, the torsion exerted on time's flow pushes them to the point of least resistance. Here. There have been a number of folks turning up here, unintended recently, like yourselves. I fear something is having a powerful effect on the very fabric of time. Which means it would be safest if one of us stayed here. Here? Alone? It is a bleak place, isn't it? Not to worry. For all its desolation, it is well connected. There are roads here to any time you could ever wish to visit. Should you so desire, you can call upon your friends at any time, but you can never travel in groups of more than 3. One of us must remain. Will it be Chrono? Oof. Sorry, Robo. I'm gonna roll with the girls. I will be happy to assist you again whenever you have the need. Well, that is the way of things. Should you desire to switch party members, you can do so via the main menu whenever you wish. How do we get back to our own time? You saw the pillars of light when you arrived, yes? Each connects this place to a different era. Once you've been through a gate, you can use it to return here whenever you wish. Step back into the light and press A once more, and you'll return to the gate. But beware the gate connected to that bucket. So we've got two different things here. We've got a little dingly-doo that gives us full HP and MP. We have our save point. We're going to go on ahead and use. This will take us directly to the last boss, which will, at this point in the game, murder us instantly.
Yeah, why would you want to do that?
Because when you do New Game Plus, as you beat the game at various points in time, you change the past and get different endings.
Okay.
Hey! You needn't be in such a rush. Before you go, have a look past the door behind me. What a cute little guy. Adorable little fluffy buddy. What are you looking at? Me? I'm Specchio, the master of war. I watch all kind of battles from here. How do I look to you? Yeah, Specchio, you look strong. I see. How I look depends on how strong you are. If you're strong, I look strong. If you're weak, I look weak. Hmm? Oh, you've got it in you, don't you? That must be why the old guy let you through. A long time ago, a long time before you were born, there was a kingdom where magic flourished. Everyone there could use it. But the people abused their powers and ended up destroying the place. After that, there wasn't anyone left who could use magic. Well, except in fiends, of course. But you have it. That inner strength, I mean. Magic needs power to heart, that's where it flows from. There are 4 types of magic: fire, water, light, and shadow. Not everyone got the same type. You with the punk hairdo, you got light. The guy with the ponytail has the power of water. Girl with the goofy glasses, her power's fire. By the way, it's not just magic, everything's made up of those 4 elements. Alright, starting from the door, circle clockwise along the walls of my room 3 times and say, I want to use magic over and over in your head. Don't lose track now, 3 times. We don't want you churning yourselves into butter. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright, nothing. Well done! Ipso facto minimo magico! Chrono learned to use magic. Marley learned to use magic. Luke is on fire! Luca learned to use magic. So, all fortified with magic. You want to try it out? Alright! Now we fight this little fluffy dude, and he is going to wreck us. Like, he is so hard at this point. It's a red herring that he just looks like a little fluffy dingus. But magic does hit like a truck. Ugh. That's all she wrote, y'all. Yeah, I win. You make any new friends, you bring them to see me here. I like you guys. Hey. Yeah, what is it, man? Well, seems I was right. People who lived long ago all enjoyed such powers, you know. Yes, long, long ago. I know you must be eager to finish this thing you seem so intent on doing. Why not first pay a visit back to your own era? Haste makes waste, as they say, and you'll find that even truer here. Come and see me whenever you have the need. Think of me as your guide on Time's Road. Alright, so we're going to do a couple of little things. It is 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., so we're going to swap out Marley with Robo real quick. And go have Robo talk to Specchio. Yeah, the last form is a new, like, it goes from this to like goblins, and then eventually progresses to where he's like the big Titan troll, the Masamune monster, and then at the end he's just this goofy looking frog thing that is the most terrifying enemy in the game. Oh, what's with this big clunky thing? Sorry, buddy, but, well, you ain't alive. You got great inner strength for what it's worth. It's just, you aren't descended from the ancient magic users, so you're never gonna be able to cast spells. But your laser weapons and whatnot should suffice, though. They can inflict shadow damage, kinda like shadow magic. What do you want? You looking for some practice? No. Yeah, anytime, friends. After all, I'm the master of war.
I frequently feel like a lot of the most disturbing and scariest monsters I've encountered in Japanese media are like frog types.
Mm-hmm. They're all the unassuming ones.
Like in Inuyasha, there was like a frog demon, and like that one like bothered me the most.
Really?
Maybe it's just because I'm not like afraid of spiders, so the spider one didn't bother me as much, but like the frog one.
The frog one,
really
you're like,
bothered me.
I'm not here for this. Alright,
Probably because
so,
he was also really rapey.
yeah, that'll do it. This one will take me
Yeah.
to Medina Village. This one will take me back to the Protodome. And this one will take me to the Mystic Mountains of 65 million BC.
Dang.
Yeah, but first things first, we are going to go back to our own time, as the old man suggested. Through the trippy waves of time. Boom. And we disturb these poor monsters right as they're sitting down for delicious cake. You folks came out of my wardrobe, didn't you? What are you doing in here? Who do you think you are, coming and going from someone else's wardrobe at all hours of night and day? Humans, I tell ya.
Looking for Narnia.
I'm checking for Narnia. What are you doing? You're gonna loot your stuff. Hey, wait a minute. Medina is a village of fiends, founded by our ancestors when they lost their war against humankind 400 years ago. Most of the town folk still have a grudge against humans, so be careful. There's an odd old human who lives near a cave in the mountains of the west. He may be able to help you out. Thanks. But why are you being so nice? I thought fiends weren't supposed to get along with humans. It's been 400 years since man warred against fiend. There's no use living in the past. Of course, not many other fiends seem to agree with that. But like, these guys won't immediately sell us out. There's one thing we have to see before we end the stream. Chrono? What's that creepy chanting? Yeah. This is a straight up cult. Oh, great fiend lord. Oh, great fiend lord. 400 years have passed since Magus commanded the fiends and waged war against the humans. But if Lavos can be reawakened, there will be no more humans. It was the fiend Lord Magus who gave life to the almighty Lavos to aid us, and once Lavos awakens from his long slumber, the human race is doomed. The almighty Fiend Lord delivered Lavos unto us long ago with his great magic. So that's where we stand. Behold,
Alrighty.
the face of our enemy. And that's where we're going to end the stream for today, folks. We have now gazed upon the visage of the terrifying Magus. Pick up next time as we dive back into prehistory. See if we can stop Lavos from ever arriving in the first place. Yeah, Magus, the dude's so badass, 400 years later, monsters are still worshiping him. Alright, thank you again so much for joining us. If you haven't already, click the little subscribe button down below. Like the video when I upload it to YouTube later. Thank you for commenting on the stream, and thank you for joining us. If you hit notifications, we can do the whole YouTube thing, and the algorithm will decide maybe that I'm worth getting advertisers to. And then I can start selling things for the money. But that's all for this time. We'll see you guys next week with more Chrono Trigger. And again, Witcher on Mondays. We'll see you then.